All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I'm Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to go through the Bitcoin miners, and this is a weekend edition, even though it's already Tuesday. In the U.S., we had a long weekend, so there was no trading for the Bitcoin miners yesterday. So I want to go through a few things. I want to talk about what has happened over the last month with the Bitcoin miners and what's happening over the last, so far, year to date. And then specifically, I want to talk about the last 100 days, which I think have been a little bit more painful than people realize. So this year started out gangbusters. The first 30 to 45 days were great for the Bitcoin miners. The last 100 or so days have not been that good. So I'm going to go through some charts and show you that. And there are two stocks in particular that we've been talking about on this channel for a long time that have had a horrible performance in the last basically 100 days. If you enjoy this content, please remember to subscribe to the channel. About half of you are still not subscribed. It does help the channel out a lot, and I really appreciate it. So you can subscribe to the channel, you can smash the like button, and you can hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. This is the 3 weeks of May, and you're going to see there's been a lot of inactivity in the middle. There have been a couple that have performed well and a couple that are performing poorly. They jump out on this chart later. When we look at year to date, you're really going to see some big differences. Okay, so again, this is the last 3 weeks. The first thing I want to point out is right in the middle of the chart, you're going to see Bitcoin. It's changed 1% in the last 3 weeks, so very little change over the course of the last 3 weeks. And then you're going to see on either side of it a bunch that didn't really move very much. DigiHost was at 1%, Riot was up 3%, Core Scientific up 4%, Hive up 4%, DMG Blockchain was up 1%, and Marathon was flat at 0% over the last 3 weeks. And CleanSpark was down 1%, so essentially flat as well. So all those in the middle kind of stuck there with Bitcoin and did almost nothing. Then we had 3 good performers and 1 great performer. So Bitfarms was up 12%, HUT was up 13%, and Cypher was up 14%. So those did outperform Bitcoin by quite a bit. You know, those are not massive runs. We've seen all 3 of those companies have better days than that. This is 3 full weeks of activity. So still very flat. And then for whatever reason, so if you guys drop me a comment down below, if you know why Bit Digital is going crazy right now. So Bit Digital's, this is one of the best runs this stock has had since November of 2021. It is now up 40% in the last 3 weeks. It's leading all the Bitcoin miners over the last 3 weeks by far. So I know they've changed their business model a little bit. They've had some okay news. I'm a little bit surprised at this move. So to me, I want to stress this is not financial advice, but I'm telling you from my perspective, I view this as overbought. I'm not sure what this run-up is all about. And later, when we compare market caps, you're going to see that, you know, in my opinion anyway, I think this is a little overheated. However, as we know, these things are unreliable, so that it may keep running. Or one of you guys may leave a comment below that lets me know that something else is going on here that maybe I've overlooked. So I would love to know that if that's the case. There's a few companies that have been doing poorly, basically, over the last 3 weeks. At the very bottom, you're going to see Greenwich down 35% in the last 3 weeks when Bitcoin's up 1%. So that is not good performance. Stronghold down 23%, not good. Any down 22%. Mawson down 19%. Argo Blockchain down 11%. Even Iris Energy and TeraWolf were both down 6%. If you want to help support the channel, you can join by hitting the join button on the YouTube page. It's right next to the subscribe button. It does help support the channel. It makes a big difference, and we tried to keep the price very low. It's only $5 per month, so I want to take this time to thank all existing members. If you're interested in being a new member, there is a lot of members-only content already there, ready and waiting for you. We do a once-a-week members-only live stream. We also have a members-only Discord that I'm active in, usually on a daily basis. Okay, so this is from January 1st through May 26th, which was last Friday. So this is year to date, and now you're really going to see some big changes. I want to start at the bottom of this list. There are 2 companies that I've been talking about really for the last several months that I've been worried about. I don't really see their success case. So that doesn't mean that I think they're going to fail. I just don't see the upside from a risk-reward standpoint. Where's the 3x or 5x or 10x that I think some of these other ones present if Bitcoin has a bull run and they perform well? So to me, it's these bottom 2. If you look at the second last place, you're going to see Argo Blockchain is only up 9% on the year. And I want to note, you'll see in yellow, Bitcoin is up 62% year to date. So even though it's been a rough sideways run that we've had, we're still up 62% this year. That's a massive move to the upside. And we're going to get to the other side of this chart. Many of these Bitcoin miners are up 100, 200, 300, almost 400%. So when Argo Blockchain's only up 9% so far year to date, that is lagging way, way behind. And then in last place, there actually is one Bitcoin miner out of the 18 that I follow that is in the red. Greenidge, stock ticker GREE, they are down on the year. So that is the only Bitcoin miner. Those are the two that are lagging. But let's talk about some of the winners here. Core Scientific, okay, so this is a little bit of an exception. Obviously, they're in Chapter 11, so you're going to get huge swings in this. But 398% year to date, that's almost 400%. That's almost a 5x from the beginning of the year until now. Okay, Bit Digital, I told you this one was on a run. This is on a streak. Bit Digital, year to date, is up 362%. So again, somebody let me know, what is so great about Bit Digital? I don't have them in my top 10, just so that you know. And again, I'm not saying they're a bad company. They actually have a nice looking balance sheet. I don't see where their massive growth case is. I don't see where the risk reward is on this. I don't see a 5x, 10x scenario unfolding. So let me know what I'm missing. Okay, Cypher, we know they've had a great year, up 327%. DigiHost up 322% year to date. Riot, which is the largest by market cap of all the Bitcoin miners, is up 222% this year. So that is a fantastic year. Iris Energy up 178% year to date. Marathon up 161% year to date. That is the second largest by market cap. Bitfarms is up 150% year to date. So in my personal opinion, I do think that one is lagging. You guys know I am a fan of Bitfarms, and I think it's one of the laggers. I also think later we're going to take a look. I think Iris Energy is lagging as well. So again, not financial advice. Those are my personal opinions, but I'm just letting you guys know what I think. Even Hut up 132% and TerraWolf up 125%. Those are 2x leverage plays on Bitcoin so far. So even though they're lagging behind some of their peers, those are still really nice moves. Hive and CleanSpark are up 107 and 108% respectively. And those, in my opinion, are lagging as well. And then you have Mawson at 71%. So that's just beating Bitcoin by just a little bit. In February of 2023, Bitcoin hit $25,200. So that was like a 6-month high. I've compared the Bitcoin miners' peak in February of 2023 to where they're trading right now. So essentially, plus or minus, that's roughly the last 100 days. So I'm going to start on the upside, but then I'm going to look at the downside. And you're going to see Bitcoin is up about 6% in the last 100 days, so very flat. We know we've been going sideways. But almost every single Bitcoin miner is underperforming them, some of them significantly. So let's go to the good news first. TerraWolf's up 99%, so that is almost a double in this period. So they have behaved the best out of everybody. Again, you'll see Bit Digital in second place, so they've been spiking on every list right now. So Bit Digital having a really good run while the rest are floundering a little bit. Riot Blockchain's up 40%, so that rounds out the top three. Cypher's up 15%, CleanSpark's up 10%, and then you'll see Bitcoin's up 6%. All the rest are behind. Over the last 100-ish days, Argo Blockchain is down 63% from its highs in February of 2023, and Greenidge is down 76% from its highs in February of 2023. So these two stocks have almost totally collapsed just since February of 2023. And remember, they were down about still 88 to 90% at that time. So when we look at this year today, it's a little misleading because those first 4 to 6 weeks, everything was off to the races. And since then, a lot of these have been not doing well at all. Eni is down 41%, Stronghold's down 35%, Mawson's down 34%, Iris Energy is down 34% in the last really 3.5 months. So that to me is a big surprise. I think their performance has been outstanding. So not financial advice. I can't tell you guys what to buy and sell, but to me, I look at Iris Energy, and this is a mystery as to why this one is going down. Their monthly operation reports continue to increase. They're moving up my top 10 list. Just statistically, in the amount of exahash that they have up and running, and the amount of Bitcoin that they mine, in their Bitcoin mining efficiency rate, all of those things, they've been moving up the list and outperforming a lot of their peers. And in the meantime, and then you have Bitfarms down 11%. That's not great compared to Bitcoin up 6%. Marathon is fairly close. It's up 3%. Bitcoin's up 6%. Those numbers are both so small that, call it even. But you can see this is why everybody everybody, I think, may be exhausted. So if you don't feel like trading's been going well and you're a little exhausted over the last 3.5 months, this is why right here. So I'm going to keep my eye on this chart right here, because I think that if Bitcoin can get back up to that 31,000, I think you're going to see some big changes in some of these numbers. So that remains to be seen. Lastly, we'll quickly review the market cap by company. So you can see there, again, there's a lot of the haves and the have-nots. I've listed the top 10. I put number 11 and 12 on there just to show you the drop-off. Number 12 is less than a third of number 10. So there really is some companies separating themselves here. This list remained almost identical week over week. You'll see Riot at number 1, Marathon at number 2, Cypher at number 3. You will see some companies catching Cypher. CleanSpark now is at 477,000. HUT is at 436,000. So that rounds out your top 5, but still you have the top 2 here are out in the lead by a mile. Then you have TerraWolf at $318 million. You have Bitfarms at $273 million, Hive at $250. BitDigital is now, they're the only ones that moved up on this list. So 1 through 8 were identical. BitDigital was number 10, now they're number 9. So they continue to move up every single list at $229 million market cap, which is more than Iris Energy at $191 million. I'm surprised where they are from a market cap standpoint and from a stock price standpoint. But again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. So then you'll see out of the top 10, there's a big drop off to Core Scientific down to $141 million, and then to Argo Blockchain down to $56 million. All the rest of the stocks we look at are less than $50 million. Gree is down to just over $15 million market cap, which is absolutely staggering. This stock has suffered a 99+% loss from its highs of a year ago. So that's what's going on with the Bitcoin miners. That's what's going on last week. That's what's going on over the last month. That's what's going on year to date. So hopefully this was of use to you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.